Hey everybody, it's Retirement Premiums. It is Friday, January 23rd. Just a quick reminder, this is not financial advice. This is financial entertainment. I wanted to give everybody an update because I made a bunch of changes to my account that might be a little bit confusing, but or to the experiment, not to my account. As everybody knows, I had talked the other day that I may have to add some capital because of the price that coin had moved to. It's currently pre-market down this morning, but it closed last night at 170.91. And so two things happened. Number one, I figured out that because I had carried over the CONY shares from last month in the experiment, the 635.12, I really needed to carry over the 14.9 into the experiment, not just the 13.5, which was the shares. So that's kind of the first thing. So that kind of made this a little bit more equal. And then I needed to add enough capital so that I could sell um, two puts, which I have here. So the amount of capital that I actually had to start the month with was 30,750, which I had that much cash in my account. So that's why I was able to sell these puts down here. So I had to update the number of shares that would have been purchased. So if you look at this, it's actually K3, which is right here, which is the 862.82. And where that came from was um, taking the additional capital that I had to put in this month and dividing it by what the share price was when the experiment started. So that's a convoluted way of telling you that I got to 1,497.94 shares that I could have bought in this CONY experiment. Again, that's, what the share price was back when I started the experiment in January, and then what it was on the 7th when this month two of the experiment started. So let me give a little bit of update. Hopefully that made sense to everybody. What this actually does is probably make me worse off against CONY because now they have more shares that they would have added at the beginning of this month based on the allocation of the amount of capital that I allocated. And as you can see, they have almost just under a $4 profit this month on the underlying CONY price month to date. And I have no profit. Actually, as I described earlier, I have an 11-cent loss on my shares because my shares got called away. So what's happened this week? I sold two puts. I sold a 157.50 strike and a 150 strike, both of them on the same day, on the 20th. As we can see, the stock price kind of moved around. So they were both about 9% out of the money, both about a 13 delta. And I collected 140.32 and 118. I was able to close the 150 for $8 yesterday and 3 cents. Again, I always have to pay that 3-cent fee. So that is closed. The 118.32 premium got reduced to 110 and was at 29 cents because I bought it back at 803. And then I will probably buy back the 157.50 strike put this morning. Actually, I'll probably just let it expire. The stock is moving down. So the nice thing about the stock moving down in pre-market, if that continues when the market opens, well, when options open at 9:45 a.m., I'll be able to sell a put for next week at a decent premium, probably around that 150 value or maybe a little bit higher. Um, Again, as of right now, because what have I made here? I've made about 791 minus 8, so 837 or 8, actually, yeah, 783 is what I've made in premiums this month. So I got a little bit of extra capital. I got 31,533 because I started with 30,750. I've made 800. So I got a little bit of a room I can sell a put in the low 150s and collect a decent premium. So I hope this wasn't too confusing. But again, I had to update the amount of capital allocated because had to sell puts at a higher value than I was last month. And I went back and reflected that this would have changed the amount of shares that CONY in theory would have been purchased on 2/7 and puts me even further behind them um, in my experiment for month two. I mean, I'm going to have about I don't know, maybe a 3 or 4% return for the month um, against this amount of capital based on the premiums I sell, maybe a little bit higher, but I think CONY's going to whip me this month. So, anyways, I hope this was valuable. Just giving everybody an update. But yeah, this isn't easy. This is not financial advice. As you can see, I'm not that great at this, but I am making money. Like I'm not losing money. I'm making money, which is fun. So hope everybody does well. I will talk to you later. Good luck and have a great weekend.